Hey, what's up guys? Gian here of Gadget Pilipinas. Welcome to Week in Tech for the first week of March 2022. It's MWC week, and while I'm not going to talk about everything announced at MWC, I've got a few things that might pique your interest. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Well, hello there.
Alright, so let's start off with the announcement of Realme GT2 series. The new flagship series includes the Realme GT2 and the GT2 Pro, and both will be launching first in China. The GT2 Pro is built around 6.7-inch Samsung E4 AMOLED LTPO 2.0 panel with a 120Hz refresh rate with support for HDR10+. Up front is, of course, a 32-megapixel selfie camera for those of you who are into taking a lot of selfies. No? Meanwhile, around the back is a 50-megapixel Sony IMX766 main sensor accompanied with a 50-megapixel 150-degree ultra-wide camera and, get this, a 3-megapixel microscope lens with 40 times magnification. So feeling ko yun yung gagamitin ni Realme as one of its selling points. Under the hood, the Pro variant has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset with 8GB or 12GB of RAM and 128 or 256GB of internal storage. It is equipped with a 5000 mAh battery with support for 65 watts fast charging. They even said during the presentation that it scored more than 1 million via Antutu benchmark. Now, the vanilla variant, on the other hand, has a slightly smaller 6.62-inch AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate. Additionally, it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 chipset at the helm with 8 or 12GB of RAM and 128 or 256GB of storage. The rest of the specs remain the same, including the camera system, and it has 5000 mAh battery and, of course, support for 65 watts fast charging. Realme also guaranteed that the devices will receive 3 years of OS updates and 4 years of Android security updates. Now, in terms of price, you can check out here below so you have an idea of how much this will be. But we checked and it seems that Realme Philippines has not yet announced anything if they'll be bringing this to the country. So watch out for that. Next, hindi magpapahuli si Poco because Poco just announced the Poco X4 Pro 5G here in the Philippines. It is using a 6nm chipset with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. At meron din na 8GB RAM and 256GB of storage. It features 120Hz refresh rate with 360Hz touch sampling rate, napaka-responsive, FHD Plus AMOLED dot display, and sports a 108-megapixel main camera and additional ultra-wide and macro lenses. Poco, or Xiaomi Philippines, also announced their early bird prices for these devices. Yung 6GB RAM nila na variant is 14,990, while the 8GB variant is 15,990. I don't know about you, but these are shaping up to be amazing phones with impressive pricing to boot. We at Gadget Pilipinas are excited to get our hands on these smartphones. Another device that was announced during MWC 2022 is the Huawei MatePad Paper. This is among the many super devices that Huawei launched this week. The MatePad Paper is built with 10.3-inch 2K display designed for reading and writing down notes. Siyempre, e-ink yung gamit dito, no? The display has smart refresh technology that allows users to play videos, browse the web, and navigate the interface faster. Our team has an extensive and spicy feedback and impressions about this product. So if you want to know more, you can check out our previous podcast about everything that Huawei announced at MWC. Link is in the description box below. The next announcement is this surprising 240-watt Super VOOC charging that Oppo announced at MWC. This is totally insane because this just means that if the phone supports this and you have the Super VOOC charger that can juice up the battery, it will just take 9 minutes to fully charge the phone. Think about it, 9 minutes lang, feeling ko mas mabilis pa ang charging nito kaysa sa bilis o bagal mong maligo. No? And now, last but not the least, we've got big news from Nokia. Yes, Nokia, French technology company OFF Global or OFF Global has announced its licensing agreement with Nokia for the design and sale of Nokia branded laptops outside of India. With this, OFF Global announced the Nokia PureBook Pro 15.6 and 17.3 laptops. The laptops feature FHD IPS displays with up to 250 nits brightness, and under the hood, they feature an Intel Core i3 1220p processor with Intel UHD graphics. This is coupled with 8GB of RAM and 512GB of M.2 PCIe and NVMe SSD storage. The Nokia PureBook Pro laptops come in silver, dark gray, red, and blue color options. The 15.6 variant is available for €699 or around 40,000 pesos, while the 17.3 option goes for €799 or around 46,000 pesos. It is very likely that Nokia will not make this available in the Philippines soon. Pero hintayin natin. That's it for our Week in Tech. Huge shout out to our friends and of course news team, Ram Ronquillo and Migs Palispis, and everyone watching this on YouTube and also TikTok. Mabuhay kayo, and if you have any tips for us, we have a growing Facebook group community. Just look for Tech and Gaming PH, and for the latest news, check out gadgetpilipinas.net. Again, this has been Gian of Gadget Pilipinas, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye!